To Valen again a little bit later on. In the meantime, yesterday, Home Affairs Director General Mkuseli Apleni appeared before the Portfolio Committee on the Gupta naturalisation. Now, the matter arose. The EFF released letters from the department, purportedly from the Department of Home Affairs, on the matter. The chairperson of the Oversight Committee in Parliament yesterday stated no wrongdoing has been found yet, except that the department failed to table the certificate of naturalisation before Parliament as required by law. Well, Mr. Apleni, the Home Affairs DG, is joining us now from our studios in Parliament as we say very good morning to you, Mr. Apleni. All right, this saga has captured attention in the media, partly because, I guess, of the family involved, and secondly because of these Gupta leaks, these emails that are doing the rounds. So let's start from the beginning with processes. Somebody enters the country, he may be on a work permit or something. The process of citizenship starts with being a permanent resident. So you apply for a permanent residency, which may be granted or not. But once you've got permanent residence, how long before you can apply for your citizenship?
No, good morning to you, Peter, and as well as the viewers. As you rightfully said, the process really starts by you coming into the country. As we said, you can acquire citizenship by birth. It means if both of your parents are South African, then you will be a South African. Or if one of the parent is a South African, then you also be a South African. Then the other route is the one of naturalization. But when you come to the country, you first come through a temporal visa, which now we call them visas. Then now you have to finish 5 years within the country. And then thereafter, you can apply now for a permanent residence permit. And then the permanent residence permit, we must have 5 years with the permanent residence. And once you are at that level, you already have an identity document. The only right which you do not have than the one of the South Africans is only the right to vote. And then thereafter, after 5 years, then you can apply for naturalization. And it is important that there is nothing which we do in that process except that is the number of years which you have. If you have finished those number of years, and then, as we said, you don't have issues of criminality and all that, you qualify to be naturalized.
All right, let's go to the Gupta family then. So yes, from what I heard yesterday, there's 4 people that we're talking about here, and they applied as a family as opposed to individuals. Was everyone an adult in those 4 people?
Yes, we explained that the 2 sons, the youngest is born in 1995. So when we're calculating by the time they were submitting their applications, the youngest was really over 18 years. So it means there was no minor there. But it does not mean you only choose to apply as a family if there are minors. You can choose to apply as a family even if there is no minor, as they've decided to do so.
All right, so of the 4, 3 had fulfilled the length of stay of 5 years as a permanent resident, but 1 still had 2 years to go. Is that correct?
Yes. No, there are 2. The mother did not, but Peter, what is important is just the 5 years preceding, as we have explained, that the mother arrived here in this country in 1995, just 1 year after the dawn of the democracy. But when now he was applying this, just 5 years preceding, she was out about 18 days, and then the wife was out by 2 years, and then AJ plus the 2 sons, their days were okay.
All right, so had AJ and his 2 sons applied separately, there would have been no issue that would have gone through the system, and the only issue would have been tabling in Parliament. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly as we said, that there was no issues for all of them actually, because and I think it's important, Peter, to explain this, because people are saying, or that's what was in the media, that minister overruled the team. No, it did not overrule the team. The team took their decision, which was correct. But the family exercised their right, and then based on their right, they submitted an information, which now that information says, yes, we did not finish this number of days, but consider these exceptional circumstances for us. And then based on that, that was approved. So it's not a question that it just overruled their decision. No, it's because they have submitted, and it's not like in the court, where really in the court, there was this decision, the facts are the same, and then now you say, no, but we didn't apply this. This was the say. It's not like that. It's because they applied what is the provisions in the law to say, let me submit another information.
All right, so the exceptional circumstances which waived the 5-year consideration applied to just 2 members of the 4 or 5 that applied.
It only applied basically to in fact, the mother was 18 days, and then now the wife was the 2 days. But what they were explaining to us, what the special circumstances, which I was explaining yesterday, is what they are doing in this country, and say, look, we are here, we might have short with these days and that, but even the wife is not that, has been in the country less than, they arrived in the country around about 2001. So these people have been living here, but it's just the issue of what happened just before those
couldn't you have waited for those? Couldn't those 2 have waited? Because permanent residents still enjoy a lot of rights.
They could, but it's their choice. That's why I'm saying.
No, but you fast-tracked it for them.
No, it's not fast-track. That's why I'm saying we can't say fast-track when, Peter, the law says, if I've got this, that's why Peter was saying, people have been granted this exemption. Didn't start with them. Even on 2010-11, we said we tabled the report of people who have done that. In 2012, 2013, in all these years, there have been applicants, but we did not table.
We've run out of time. We've run out of time, but very quickly, why didn't you table this in Parliament?
Well, that's why I was saying that it was, we have accepted that it was an omission in the department that we did not table. That's why we're not hiding that.
Okay.
And it's not only for them. It's not only for them, but it's for others. It from 2012.
All right, Mr. Apleni, we're going to have to leave it there. Thank you very, very much indeed for your time and clearing up some of these issues. Thank you. All right, so that was the DG in the Department of Home Affairs, Mr. Apleni, talking about the controversial Gupta family naturalization process, which he's explained now. Let's